What's up, everybody? Back for another Honkai Star Rail video, and this video is going to be pretty important if you are a low spender or a free to play, or you're just really excited for this new character, right? Now, the Game Awards had a Honkai Star Rail trailer not just a couple days ago, right? Now, this trailer is very interesting for a few reasons, right? It's going to showcase the new world in 3.0, and it has a character at the end of it. So let's go ahead and watch it, and then I'll just play the other one in the background as I speak. This will be my first time really watching it because I was still, very excited for the games. Shout out Elden Ring. Night Rain, that's going to be extremely hype. The Witcher looked pretty good, and I'm actually considering playing the Witcher games for the first time since they're super cheap at the moment. But this is about Sorrow, so let's go ahead and get into it. But very hype, very hype. So I just kind of like watched it as I was, looking at other stuff. Very nice trailer, I will say. I do wish that we had more animated cutscenes with good quality. Like ZZ animation and expression just makes me salty that we don't have it in Sorrow, right? But they tend to do these trailers pretty well, right? So we have Trailblazer, having his normal, we jump ahead to a world and bros spazzing out. Shout out to Kafka, please buff Dot. And we have the classic, same thing as they did last year where they kind of show, the worlds we went to and patches that we just recently did, right? Gotta run through here. This is probably a Phage Out reference, I'm assuming. And then Penacony, we have the two characters who are out this patch, and then they shoot ahead to, the newest area, Penacony with Rappa, and Robin's also there for some reason. Alright, and then we shoot back, and, Penacony, Herta Space Station, all that stuff. You guys get the gist, and then bam. Here we are with the new world. Very interesting how it's just the MC and Don hang. That's probably going to just be a duo journey this time until maybe more characters come along. We don't know the story, so we're just going to have to guess, right? But this is the new world. Very pretty. Very Greek aesthetic. Is Dr. Ratio going to pull up and like serve us some knowledge or what, But regardless, let it keep playing. Very pretty world. But now the big thing shows up, and this is the brand new character, Castoris. We know her from the 3.0 trailer, and they also teased her on social media. And we have this cool little cutscene, like a crow and a fish and all that. And then we see what her in-game model is going to look like, and boom, the dragon behind her appears. Very cool character, right? And then we have the sort of not splash art, it's like art design of I'm missing the word, like teaser art of the new planet. Now let's jump back to this one right here. This is last year's. This is the 2023 Game Awards, and very similar aesthetics. We have Black Swan this time, which was, as we know, the 2.0. She was the first character of the update, which makes sense because they have, the same sort of thing. Not for the Game Awards trailer, but for the other trailers with, like the Herta and whatnot. Shout out to Hook, who appears in both of them, along with Pela. At least they showed a little bit of different characters than last time, right? But pretty much the same premise. We have Bellabog, which is the first planet we started at. Technically, Herta Space Station was the first, but, depends on who you ask, really. And then they go ahead and jump up to Argenti. For some reason, we just decide to skip the Leofu a little bit and go straight up to Argenti. I mean, I like Argenti. He's cool. They show, like, the Ho-Ho side of the world. I think that was one of the most recent maps at the time. I believe this was shown around Ruin May's release, right? Because they're just showing off Argentina and Woho instead. But yeah, we have Don Hang, we have the Beetle boss that just came out at the time. Then we have, Argenti Ult, which is very interesting that they decided to show it, like W Argenti Glaze. And then we have Black Swan talking about, going to the new world, right? And then we have the big reveal for this one, which is Acheron showing up in Penacony. So we have a Penacony first look, and then we have Acheron. Now, Acheron, as we know now, is the anniversary character along with Venturin. That's when the packs reset, first anniversary stuff, all that good stuff. Now, Acheron is an incredibly good DPS. Is she the best DPS as of right now? No, right? Firefly's up there, Fei Zhao's up there, right? Depending on who you ask, Rappa's up there. Very good characters have released. But Acheron, when she dropped, was monstrously good, and she still is monstrously good. Very strong character. And this was the character they decided to show for 2.2, right? This was the anniversary character. Well, fast forward to the next year when we have this character right here, Castoris. you can see where I'm getting at, right? Castoris, more likely than not, is going to be the 3.2 anniversary character. Now, obviously, there's going to be 2 characters that patch. No idea who the hell the other character is going to be, so we'll just have to wait. It could be literally anybody. If I had to guess, probably the guy with like the Godfrey lion stand looking thing that he got on him. He just looks the coolest. So I'm just gonna make assumptions, right? If he's right before her and like 2.2 though, I would not be surprised. They're just trying to milk you of all your jades and money before the anniversary character drops. Luckily, reset packs will probably happen around this time. So if you are a spender, you should be somewhat okay. But if you are not, if you're free to play, whatever, low spender, and you have a hard time securing both a character and a light cone if you haven't saved a quite a bit before, now is the time to start saving. So more than likely, Castoris is going to be that new meta character. Now, as of right now, we don't know if she's going to be a DPS, she's going to be a healer, sustain, whatever it may be, but more than likely she's going to be Remembrance just because they also like to tease her dragon, and Remembrance is a new path that is going to feature a lot of summons. So it just kind of makes sense, right? It just kind of makes sense that it'd be Castoris and her summon, aka the Big Purple Dragon. Shouts to Big Purple Dragon, looks cool as hell. I'm a huge fan of dragons, huge fan of the color purple. I will be there, right? So if you're free to play, consider that, right? Because you have, Ting Yun about to drop in like a week. Then you have like the Herda Angela coming out. And then we have 2.1, wherever the hell that's going to be. We have a ton of cool characters that they were shown. And I guess we have a new anniversary character, right? So, like I said, she's probably going to be a Remembrance. Will she do the same thing as Angela because she's also a Remembrance character? Maybe, maybe not. It'd be very interesting to see their dynamic, especially with a whole new path slash mechanic in the game. I feel like if they are both DPSs or both supports and they just do slightly different thing, then they can kind of get away with it, and both characters can have their spot to shine. Well, really, we'll have to see when their kits are shown. But this is very interesting, as a lot of people are going to be probably regretting skipping this character or not having enough currency, just like it was with Acheron. Of course, there could always just be another character who is just on par with her as a DPS right after, as we saw with Acheron. Firefly came out and people are like, oh my god, Firefly is better than Acheron, or oh, she's on Acheron's tier. I can't believe they, trolled everybody with the Acheron release. It really just depends on what happens with Starwell. Power creep is a very interesting topic in this community. But other than that, that's pretty much going to be it for the video. Let me know what your thoughts are on the trailer. Are you hyped for her? Are you going to summon? Are you going to skip? Are you banking on her not being Remembrance, being Remembrance? Let me know in the comments. And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will catch y'all in the next Starro video.